BBC Motor Reviews channel. Fantic set to go to town with new electric scooter. Fantic have released their first electric, urban scooter, available in both L1 and L2 configurations. Stylistically, the Fantic Electric is essentially a beefed-up version of their existing Isimo pedal models and was first shown at the 2022 EICMA trade show in Milan. The electric features a 4 brake horsepower motor housed in an aluminium alloy trellis chassis that can propel the scooter to a top speed of 27 miles per hour for the L1, or 40 miles per hour for the L2, configuration. Not the fastest by any means, but more than enough to get around town. A 12 kg battery produces 2.2 kWh with an option for that to be doubled. No range or charging time data has been confirmed. Stopping power comes in the form of discs all round, a single 220mm at the front and a 180mm disc at the rear. Moto range grows. Super Soco owners launched 3 new urban models at EICMA 2022. Electric scooter manufacturer Moto, parent company of Super Soco, have had a busy year, releasing 3 new models at EICMA, including the 125 cubic centimeters comparable e-bike, the Moto Soco Stash. The release of the production model comes just a year after the unveiling of the prototype, with the bike so named due to its multifunctional storage compartment, housed in the fuel tank, large enough for a full-face helmet or other accessories. At its heart is an electric motor producing an average 8 kilowatts with a peak of 15 kilowatts. This propels the Moto Stash to a top speed of 75 miles per hour when the boost is deployed. 68 miles per hour is on tap without the boost. A 72V removable battery provides the juice and can be charged using a fast charger and a conventional 3-pin plug in 3.5 hours. Charging without the fast charger will take between 5 and 6 hours. No range specifications have been released but expect it to have the same 30-mile capacity of the Super Soco TS Street Hunter, which has the same top speed capability. A newly designed swing arm pivots off a solid, lightweight frame, driving a 17-inch rear wheel. A 17-incher is also fitted on the front and ABS disc braking is standard. A relatively tall seat height of 830mm awaits the rider and the Stash has a curb weight of 143 kilograms. The company also unveiled their first dirt bike-style machine, which weighs in at just 84 kilograms. The machine comes in 2 models, the Moto On-R, which comes with road tires, or the OFFR, which is equipped with knoblet tires. The On-R/OFFR can be set up in either L1 configuration, comparable to a 50 cubic centimeters machine, or L3, which mimics a 125 cubic centimeters. In the L3 iteration, the bike can reach speeds topping 50 miles per hour, while the L1 configuration limits the top end to just under 30 miles per hour. Moto claim a range of up to 90 miles with recharge times taking 2 hours for the L1 configuration and 3 hours for the speedier L3. Back with a buzz. Honda's legendary Hornet name returns in new 750 parallel twin. Honda have finally revealed their all-new CB750 Hornet, which looks set to take the fight directly to the ever-popular Yamaha MT-07. Designed at Honda's R&D facility in Rome, the Angular Naked takes aim at the mass market with a likely affordable, engaging package offering thrills for both experienced and new riders alike. Unlike the 4-cylinder Hornets of the late 1990s and 2000s, which were powered by hand-me-down detuned sports bike motors, this modern Naked uses a brand new 270-degree parallel twin producing a claimed 90.6 brake horsepower. Designed to offer accessible power throughout the rev range, the 8-valve twin pots crank and uneven firing order are intended to create a V-twin feel, adding to the riding engagement. In an attempt to save weight, inside the engine the primary drive gear doubles up on duties by also spinning the balancer shaft. Helping on downshifts is a slipper clutch, which will be useful for new riders using the bike in its restricted 47 brake horsepower format. The engine is held in a rigid steel diamond frame, which tips the scales at 16.6 kilograms, some 1.9 kilograms less than the one used in the 4-cylinder CB650R. This has been achieved by thinning out the main slash-down tubing and a strong focus on pivot shape, with steering rake set at a neutral 25 degrees and a wheelbase of 1,420 millimeters. Expect an overall curb weight of 190 kilograms, with Honda claiming a class-leading power-to-weight ratio of 0.48 brake horsepower per kg. Gripping the road are a pair of 17 inches rims, with a 120 front and 160 section rear. Suspending this chassis are 41 mm show a separate fork function big piston upside-down forks and a rear shock with 5-stage adjustable preload. Stopping power is provided by dual front 296 mm discs with 4-piston radial Nissan calipers. The new Hornet also gets a host of electronic goodies, with the option to upgrade with extras like a quick shifter and auto blipper. Standard features include 3 riding modes courtesy of a ride-by-wire throttle, rain, standard and sport, plus 3-stage engine braking and traction control. You even get wheelie control, which is possibly overkill. A user mode also allows you to customize your settings further, with riders also having the option to switch off the traction control altogether. This is all selected using the left switchgear and 5-inch color TFT dash that can be connected to your mobile. This screen also includes 4 types of display for your speed and revs with a choice of analog needles or bars. Other details include a fuel gauge and an adjustable shift light. Outside of this, you also get full LED lighting, plus auto-canceling indicators, which flash under hard braking. There will be a stack of accessories including a rear seat cowl, rim tape, different foot pegs and a fly screen. Plus options for luggage and heated grips, too. Honda CB750 Hornet highlights. Power, 90.6 brake horsepower at 9,500 RPM. Torque, 55.4 lb.ft at 7,250 RPM. Engine, 755 cubic centimeters 8V parallel twin. Weight, 190 kilograms. Seat height, 795 millimeters. Price, £6,999. Honda's Parallel Universe, engine details revealed for revived Hornet Roadster. Honda have shed yet more light on the imminent revival of their Hornet Naked family, by confirming the next models to use the name will be powered by a new 755 cubic centimeters parallel twin 8-valve engine. First teased at the EICMA trade show in Milan last year, it was clear from the outset that the new bike would not return to the inline 4-cylinder units of old, with initial estimates suggesting any incoming machinery could be a competitor to KTM's 113 brake horsepower 890 Duke. Honda have now officially confirmed the unit will produce a peppy 90.5 brake horsepower at 9,500 RPM, with a maximum torque figure of 55.4 lb-ft at 7,250 RPM. A decent chunk less than the Austrian KTM, it puts the Japanese Roadster right in the ballpark of Aprilia's 94 brake horsepower to Ono 660. The new unit will also receive a 270-degree crank, which will help the bike imitate the sound and feel of a V-twin, with Honda also promising free-revving character and exhilarating top-end punch. Speaking in a statement, Honda's test project leader Fuyuki Hosokawa, who lead the development of the latest CBR1000RR Fireblade, said, "The Hornet has always been a very special motorcycle for Honda. Exciting, engaging performance has always been matched to lithe, agile handling. Before starting this project, we thought long and hard about what kind of performance we wanted to give to the rider. We knew that it was essential to keep the classic Hornet top-end power hit and at the same time, as a new generation Hornet for modern times, we wanted the engine to have a really strong torquey feel and throbbing sensation at low to mid RPM," he continued. To get the kind of performance and lightweight handling we wanted, we knew we had to develop an all-new short-stroke twin-cylinder engine, with a 270 degrees crankshaft. This would not only deliver that top-end rush, but also the sporty low-down torque, ideal for riding in urban environments and powering out of corners on the open road. New Honda Hornet teased, revived roadster to get twin-cylinder power and aggressive styling. First published June 7, 2022 by Phil West. These official design sketches are the first detailed images of the all-new Honda Hornet, which the Japanese giant first announced at EICMA in November 2021. The sporty roadster revives the name of the affordable, naked CB600F originally produced between 1998 and 2006 in response to Suzuki's 600 Bandit, which later spawned both a 900 cubic centimeters version and an updated successor from 2007 to 2013. However, although the original was a 97 brake horsepower inline-4 derived from the CBR 600F, the new Hornet, as indicated by a video soundtrack played at EICMA, is expected to be powered by an all-new, high-revving, parallel twin reminiscent of Yamaha's popular MT-07. Sources in Japan have also indicated the engine is likely to be around 750 cubic centimeters. Although Honda has yet to officially comment on its specification, the change in configuration is almost certainly due to a number of factors. Firstly, a twin is far cheaper to develop and easier to make comply with the latest emissions regulations than a 4. The Hornet brand is as an affordable roadster, once again popular, as proven by the MT-07. Finally, Honda is expected to use the platform for a whole family of bikes, likely to include a new Transalp mid-range adventure bike in much the same way as Yamaha used the MT-07 as a base for Tenere 700. So, expect there to be a junior version of Honda's Africa Twin in the pipeline. The affordable, versatile theme is continued by what looks like a tubular steel trellis frame. The new Hornet is being developed at Honda's European R&D Center in Rome with styling by 28-year-old designer Giovanni Dovis, who also styled the recent ADV 350 scooter, and has shades not only of the MT-07 but also Honda's CB500F and even KTM's 890 Duke. The finished bike is expected to be unveiled later this year. Hornet returns. Honda revive legendary naked bike name for surprise concept at EICMA. First published November 23, 2021 by Dan Sutherland. Honda have announced plans to revive the iconic Hornet name, revealing a surprise naked bike concept at the EICMA trade show, in Milan. The Japanese firm delivered the announcement at the end of their annual news conference at the beginning of the first day of the show, confirming that the name would return for a future model year. Sitting alongside this bold statement was a new, raked-out naked concept on their stand, which lays the foundations for the new machine. There are no official details on the bike at this stage, however we can tell you that it will be powered by a combustion engine, with accompanying sound effects around the stage suggesting it will be a revvy, mid-sized parallel twin, complete with a quick shifter. Outside of that, the front nose piece bears a good resemblance with KTM's 890 Duke range, a likely rival for the new bike when it arrives. We'd expect it to produce in the region of 100 brake horsepower to 115 brake horsepower, too. Also visible are aggressive shoulders on either side of the petrol tank, which appear more pronounced than the ones found on the existing CB Naked Roadster range. Completing the look is a wide, flat tail reminiscent of the Honda Fireblade Superbike. No official sources were available at the event to pass further comment at this time. The new Honda Hornet will be the first bike to use this name since the second-generation Naked produced between 2007 and 2013. The name itself stretches back to 1998, with the launch of the original four-cylinder CB600F Hornet. E-bike's throttle goes both ways. Clever tech makes new Swedish retro extra easy to ride. Twisting the grip one way to go faster and closing it to slow down might sound obvious, but Swedish firm RGNT's One Throttle Drive or OTD for short takes that a step further by dialing in reg-in braking as you shut the throttle. Don't panic, though, there is also a conventional lever-operated brake fitted. The system has a few advantages and it's not unheard of in cars. Nissan have used a one-pedal e-pedal system in the Leaf for years. The idea is that by using regenerative braking to slow down, you're more efficient, which is key in electric vehicles with limited range. The system works via a hub-mounted motor that drives the firm's SE and SEL models, which have been developed over the last couple of years, to a maximum speed of 75 miles per hour with a range of 87 miles. The rear hub motor produces peak power of 21 kilowatts with an additional 20 kilowatts available as boost in either of the two modes, power and range. Riding modes, battery status and GPS are displayed on what RG&T call a human-machine interface, HMI, instrument cluster, which features a thumb-operated joystick for riders to switch between modes and display specific data. The 7 inches LCD can be controlled via a touch screen or through the RG&T app. The non-removable battery is a 9.5 kWh Li-ion unit which can be charged from any 110/220V outlet with a full charge taking 6 hours, or a partial charge from 20% to 80% from around 3 hours. The SE is available in either the classic, Cafe Racer styling or a Scrambler version, and both are started with keyless ignition. Weighing in at 161 kilograms, the models share the same dimensions with an 810mm seat height. Prices for the SE models start at €13,495, approximate £11,750, for the Classic, and €14,495, approximate £12,610, for the Scrambler. The SEL Limited Editions retail for €1,000 more than the SE models. RG&T in detail. Fancy finish. Several color options are available across all model variations, and there's a smart-looking handcrafted leather seat to add class. New styling. The front of both models is completely updated, with a new triple tree, cockpit, indicators, and LED lighting. Cluster round. The human-machine interface, instrument cluster, is completely redesigned and reprogrammed, offering a range of personalization options. Nicely sprung. Paoli provide the suspension with around 120mm of preload adjustable travel available front and rear. Charge ahead. The battery can't be removed and weighs around 60 kilograms. If stored for a long time, it can be kept healthy by hooking up to a CTEK charger. Stuart Prestige. By Stuart Prestige. All-weather rider with a penchant for long tours and hours in the saddle. You may also like Undressed to Impress. BMW reveal ballistic 200 bhp plus M1000 are naked with winglets and superbike tech. BMW have stepped out from the shadows and directly into super naked title contention with their new M1000R. BMW M1000R competition. A winged assassin.